Right, hunters, Merry Christmas to all of you. I've had a lot of messages about these pot noodles, you know. So what I'm going to do is do what you've asked and do the test and see what the weight is compared to each one, king size and standard, yeah? Let's do it and let's see how it goes. I'll do it dry into the bowl, work it out. I've got my weight scale there, and we'll zero that, and we'll pour the dry contents of the standard pot noodle into this bowl, right? I'll then put it back into another bowl because I'm going to cook it up later, and we're going to do it dry and then added hot water and ready to eat, and see how the weight differs there, you know what I mean? So basically we're going to do two. We're going to do it dry and then basically ready to eat. So I know it's all over the web about this guy. He's on about the dry section at the bottom of the pot noodles. They're all the same. Take notice. He's cutting it with scissors and all that, but this dry section is in production when they're dropped into the pot with the flavouring powder. They don't hit the bottom of the pot. So you're always going to have an air gap at the bottom. It's only when you add the hot water and it softens the noodles, they drop to the bottom. So let's forget about that for now. Let's just concentrate on the grams, the weight, and the amount you're getting out of a standard and a king, and that's what it's all about. Let's see what happens, eh? So what I'm going to do now, I'll zero the scales. 0. Right, they're now on 0. I'm going to open the standard pot noodle. This is a doner kebab flavour. There we go. Sachet. Now on the pot itself, including pot, 90 grams. Let's enter the contents into this bowl. There goes in the powder. So we've got 86 grams in there. 86. Remember that. That's a standard doner kebab, for instance, all of the flavours. So that's going to go on my notes. So on my notes, standard gram dry, I'll just check again, 86. 86 grams of food without the weight of the pot, okay? Right, let's just distribute that into there because that's going to be cooked up later. Back on the bowl, 0 again. Now what do we choose? Again, air in the bottom. The noodles never make it to the bottom when they're put in on the manufacture line. The powder and the noodles are dropped in. There's always an air gap at the bottom, so forget that. So I'll try the Bombay Bad Boy. No, actually, I'll try the chicken and mushroom. There we go. Take the sachet out. That looks really full, you know, but we'll see. Contents out. Right, now, there's something for you. 86 grams in the standard doner kebab, right? Noodles, not much more by the look of it, but the amount of flavouring looks a lot more, and we're looking at now 120 grams out the king size pot noodle in total with the flavouring powder and the noodles, 120 grams. There you go, you can see it for yourself. Okay? So I'll just recheck that. 120 grams. So, king size gram dry, 120 grams. So that's telling me more. Basically, if what the guy said on YouTube and all the other videos he's posted that people have tagged me in, the fill line on the king size pot noodle is naturally higher because there's supposed to be more content in it. So we got that. The fill size on the standard pot noodle, so you fill them both to the same waterline fill level. We know that, right? give it a little squeeze, let them settle, top it up, and then it'll bring it back to the waterline level. So that's that. So basically, I'm going to add these contents back into each pot, and I'm going to cook them up, boil the water, and get them ready to eat. What I'm saying is then I'm going to weigh them wet in the bowl to see how it still differs then. But let's say, for starters now, we've got the king size gram dry, right? Bone dry, out the pot, into the bowl, 120 grams and 86 grams. Okay? Just while I'm here, I am going to weigh the individual noodles on their own. There aren't many noodles, you know, in the king size pot, to be fair. They're only a small amount. Come on, scales, work for me. They're literally not showing. Bear with me. That's zeroed it. Right, what we got? It's not allowing it. So wait there. 5 0. Okay. Yeah, that makes that the same. So basically, bear with me now. I'm just going to boil the kettle, and I'll come back round 2, and we'll see what the weight is on them. Okay? Hi, hunters. Kettle's just boiling, ready to pour. So here we go. You pour. It's not rocket science. Just below the fill line. Give it a squeeze. Give it a squeeze. And then it'll sink right down to the bottom. Now the noodles are sat at the bottom of the pot. Pour up to the fill line. Another squeeze just to make sure. Wait for the sinkage. Okay, so that one now is ready to stew. Leave it. 4 minutes. Same with this. Let's fill it up. Give it a squeeze. Let it settle again. Dead on the fill line. Now we know we're cooking up. Fold over. Always keep some weight on the foil, it cooks them better. Right, okay. They're now stewing. Back in 4 minutes. Right, I'm back. The noodles are ready to pour. They're cooked up now. I'm going to pour them into the bowl. I'm going to start with the standard size pot noodle. Let's see what it weighs. Soaked up. Look, there you go. Get every bit out. So we got 288 heated. 288 grams. That includes the water. Okay? 288. That makes sense to me. Basically, what I have discovered is the amount of noodles in the king size pot and the standard size pot are exact. You're not getting any extra noodles. The flavouring powder in the king size pot is a lot more. Basically, it's to raise it's basically to keep the juice thick for the size of the pot. Otherwise, if they had the same amount of flavouring as in the standard, in the king size one, you'd have a weaker juice, you know, it wouldn't taste as good. So they have bulked up that, going by weight. As I said, standard 86 grams bone dry, that includes the noodles and the powder flavouring. The king size is 120, so you're getting more powder basically, but like I said, the noodles are exactly the same. Okay, I'm just going to dish this away now. Zero the bowl. Right, we're on zero now. Now this is the king size. Let's add this. Full contents. There we go. So, the standard size, cooked up, were 288. Okay? Are you listening? The standard size, for instance, flavoured doner kebab, cooked up with water, ready to eat, with 288 grams. I'm telling you now, the king size is 358 grams. Okay, I'll write that down. 358 grams. So basically, cutting a long story short, forget the air pocket at the bottom of the pot. In production, they drop into the pot, you get your flavouring powder added. When it's cooked up, they'll sink to the bottom, you stir them up, you leave them your minutes, and then you eat it, right? That's fine. So forget cutting and whistles and all that crap, load of crap. So basically, the thing is though, to question pot noodle, which I will, is you're getting the same amount of noodles. You're getting more flavouring powder in the king size to allow for the extra water, no doubt. And as for the standard, you get what you get. So I know the guy's saying that you're getting the same amount. You're not. You're getting more flavouring powder to allow for the amount of water, but you are getting the same amount of noodles. Literally exact. So whether pot noodle need to up the amount of noodles they add, leave the flavouring because there's more flavouring in the king size. I don't know. But that has confirmed it now anyway, black and white. And we take it from there, don't we? You know. I think I'm going to have a pot noodle tonight now. I feel like one. But I just want to have a shout out to my fellow hunters. Wish you all a Merry Christmas. And have a good one for the new year coming. Shout out to Stephen Graham Buster. They touch a little part of my heart, them pair. Sid Perry, as bad as a box of frogs, that one. But he does some good YouTube videos as well. Phil Frag, never leaves the van. And every Luke Anglo Nicholson, Alex Savage, keep going, keep going, keep going. Love you all, happy hunting, and like I said, I hope it's helped. I mean, I've done my best. I'm no YouTuber, video man, and nothing like that. I'm pretty shit at it, to be fair. But this is a tune, Christmas tune, isn't it? Chris Ray, for Christmas, yeah. Keep my feet on holy ground. Get the noodles down your neck, get the noodles down your neck. Alright, come on, boy. Oh yeah. Come on, boy. Happy Christmas.